You guys thought it's not a cooking show. All right, I'm just cooking in between my my videos here, so sorry about that. Might be in between both. But what I am going over today is the Clotting Cascade. That is what I'm gonna hit up on this video. But before I get started, let me write this down because I always have to have it on here. I don't know why, I just do. All right, so the Clotting Cascade, what happens after you get a cut? Better yet, what happens inside the body, inside the vessels, that help make that scab to make you feel better. So there's this thing called the Clotting Cascade, and there's a lot of steps, various steps, depending on which book you read. Some say 7, some say 10. Well, I went ahead and made this super easy for you guys. I turned it into a 3-step process. Obviously, if you're going to be a physician assistant, if you're going to be a doctor, something like that, you might want to know every single little step for your really, really hard test. But if you're going to be an EMT, all you need to know is these three steps, and I'm going to show you right now exactly how this works. So let's say that this right here is a cut. So if you get a cut, your platelets are going to be activated. All right, and they go first. So let's go ahead and pretend that, well, first I'm going to walk through it once, and then I'm going to walk through it with the example. So what's going to happen first is the platelets are going to attach onto here, and they're just going to latch on. They're going to build up over the cut on the inside of the body. Then the clotting factors, there's quite a bit of clotting factors, but you don't have to know about them right now. If you want to go back and research how many clotting factors there are, the clotting factors, this is where the majority of the steps are. It's one clotting factor activates another clotting factor, that one activates another clotting factor, and it just goes on and on and on. All right. So this is number 2. The clotting factors are going to be activated by the platelets being activated. So once these are activated, then these are triggered and they're attracted to the platelets. Once these are combined, fibrin, I hope I'm saying that right, fibrin is made, and it kind of just sews it all up, and that's what makes the scab. But let's go ahead and do a super simple little example, and before I do, just let me, sorry about that, but I am short on time. So let's pretend that you like my videos so much, and you're like, man, what can I do for this guy? Because he's so awesome, and I love his videos. And I say, hey, I want a blanket. Make me a Power Ranger blanket. You're like, cool, awesome. Let me go ahead and make you a blanket. So let's pretend that these are the little pads. I think you call them pads, right? For the blanket. So the platelets, we're gonna pretend are the little pads, the separate paddings that you're gonna use to make the entire blanket, right? So they're gonna stack on here. Just stack on, stack on. You're not really good at making blankets, so they're just random, right? It doesn't really matter. So these are the platelets. Well, let's go ahead and pretend that you're lazy. So you want to make me a blanket, you mean well, but you don't want to do it. So you have your cousins say, hey, cousins, can you guys make me a blanket for my YouTube instructor because he's super awesome? And that's why. And they're like, cool. Well, the clotting factors are like your cousins, and they're coming with a needle, right? And then that's a little hole for the needle right here. Well, let's pretend that the fibrin is the thread that's hooked up to that needle, and the fibrin is going to come in here. It's gonna latch on right over the platelets because they're working on the blanket, because they're going to make the blanket. It's a super big blanket. And then the fibrin is going to be sewed in, and it's all going to tie in. And that's exactly how a scab is made. So I hope that makes sense. Platelets, the little pads, clotting factors, your cousins with the needles. The fibrin is a string that sews it all together, and it makes that scab. So it's like a blanket. If you guys need me to clarify any more examples, any questions at all, leave a comment below. All right? Take care.